Hi everybody, welcome to Learning Target 15 video 4. So let's start with number 9. Remember we are solving radical equations. Looking at number 9, the square root of 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we want to get the radical by itself. So I'm going to subtract 5 on each side. So we have the square root of 5x is equal to negative 5. Now our next step is to square both sides. So we have 5x is equal to negative 5 squared, which would be 25. We'll divide by 5 on each side to get x by itself, so x is equal to 5. So now we need to do our check, and remember we want to plug it back into our original equation. So I'm going to take our 5 and plug it in for x. So we have the square root of 5 times 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. 5 times 5 is 25. And the square root of 25 is 5. And 5 plus 5 is 10. Well, if you look at that, 10 is not equal to 0. So what could that mean? We haven't seen something like that before. So when you see something like this is our segue to extraneous solutions. So let's get a definition here for extraneous solutions. Maybe that'll help us figure out what just happened. So another word that we can use for extraneous would be the phony. All right, so definition here would be extraneous solutions are values that we get when solving equations that aren't really solutions to the equation. So you guys have probably been wondering, well, why are we checking each time? It's been working. Well, that's because with radical equations, we can get a solution that's extraneous or the phony. So that's why it's important to check. And even though you did not make a mistake, it does not check when substituted into the original equation. Okay, so take a second, go ahead and write that down, or you can pause the video, and we are going to move on to number 10. So number 10, we still want to get isolate a radical. So let's take this minus square root of 1 minus x, and let's move it to the other side of the equation. So I'm going to add the square root of 1 minus x to both sides. So we have the square root of 21 minus x is equal to the square root of 1 minus x. Now we can square both sides. So 21 minus x is equal to 1 minus x. All right, so now we're ready to solve for x. So we want to get our x's on the left side and our numbers on the right side. So first, we can add x to both sides. And do you guys notice right here, negative 1x plus 1x is actually just 0. So our x's cancel out, and we're left with 21 is equal to 1. Well, that's not true. So this is no solution. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at number 11. All right, so again, we want to isolate our radical. So we've got the square root of 3x, and we want to get that by itself. So we'll add 9 to both sides. So the square root of 3x is equal to 9. And now we're ready to square both sides. So 3x is equal to 9 squared, which is 9 times 9, which is 81. Then we'll divide by 3. So 81 divided by 3 is 27. So let's go ahead and make sure that that checks, because now we know about extraneous solutions. So we're going to take our answer 27 and plug it in for x to make sure that it works. All right, so let me get my calculator here for you. So we've got negative 9 plus, and 3 times 27 is 81. And the square root of 81 is 9. So we have negative 9 plus 9 equals 0. And negative 9 plus 9 is 0. So this works, and our answer is x is equal to 27, but it's a good thing that we checked, right? Because it could have been extraneous. We wouldn't have known. Okay, so how about you try number 12 on your own, and then go ahead and make sure that you check it in the solutions to the notes in your Schoology folder. Thanks, you guys, and talk to you soon.